Hey you guys, and welcome back. So we're going to be doing one of these strategy review videos on how I beat the AI every time. Um, so what I hope to accomplish from these videos is to eventually move on to more practical medieval strategy with these and apply that to the game. For now, I've been hybridizing medieval strategy with known established strategy techniques for the game, keeping in mind that we're using fantasy-based units. So once we get into it, I'll go into why I've used these units and what's going on. All right. So we're in. So with this army, this is a pretty advanced version of my first army. Let's see what we got. We have Nekara warriors, and the centerpiece of my army is the Casket of Souls. Extremely powerful. As you can see, they do 911 missile damage. That one does slightly more because it's a higher rank. Man, dude, these guys rank up pretty fast. They really do have kills. There was a weird glitch during this playthrough where I kept telling them to attack one of the regiments on the wall, and they kept having to move closer, even though their like range is like all the way up to here. I'm not sure why that was happening. But the initial point of my strategy was basically to bombard them from afar and kind of whittle them down, because if you look at it, yeah, they're like 2,000 plus strong. So at this point, I moved in my army forward because of the weird glitching with the aim, and started deploying archers to take out guys on the wall. We finally got them firing. Something I noticed later on, and I wish I'd taken advantage during this battle, is these guys do so much damage. They can just, like, within 4 shots, like 2 Casket of Souls together within 4 shots, both apiece could take out a tower. So that's what I would say to focus on the next time for any of your guys' playthroughs, is when you got the Casket of Souls, take out one of the towers. It's heck of fun, and as you can see, it's already about to go there. Plus, it's also in the way of getting, the right kind of angled shots for taking out who's ever on the wall. And it's actually about to go. Whew, 98. Yeah, and so they're gonna... problem with fighting the Ratmen here is they're gonna keep spawning those clan rats to use that ability that they have. It basically turns them into suicide bombers. I really wish I just kept up firing. I don't know why I didn't notice this was at 98% damage, but for some reason I didn't. What's really amazing is that the AI at no point sends anything out of the castle, not even the abomination. So I'm just going to spend most of my time whittling down their force. Immediately. And arguably, this is how most siege battles probably would have taken place in medieval times, is you would have had the invading army kind of block off and surround the area, so they're all forced inside, and then it would be kind of a war of attrition. And if they had siege implementation, they'd probably fire, they'd fire off their catapults and have it with like debris of fire, debris of dead bodies, pestilence, or just various tactics to get everybody out. Oh, there it goes. Beautiful, beautiful. Wrecked. Just absolutely wrecked. Look at all those barricades fall. Oh, and then the arrows just come pouring in because they're no longer protected by anything. You see some devastating amount of damage. And the really cool thing is, if you look at this ability here, True Blessing of Asaph, if you notice, it has a plus 25 reload skill. That, once you have that activated, when you're playing as Queen Khalifa, I don't know if the other Tomb Lords get it, um, your archers just become indomitable. They become like machine guns of arrows, as you can see. And like, they start out with low damage, but because they rank up so fast, I was trying to click on the guy's rank, but you know, they really build up in missile damage. So with these guys, we're already at 47. Skeleton archers, they're literally like so weak. So that's the thing with Tomb Kings, is things stack up really fast. So devastating. And then there's also later on, there's abilities for Queen SF where she can add to the ammunition, so it just makes them even more devastating. So they're really great archers, actually, if you like stick with them. So we're doing some pretty heavy devastation. So we've inflicted over. Oh wow! Did you see all those deaths suddenly? Yeah. So we're at like 500 plus casualties on their side. We've only taken a few at this point from pot shots, and that's fine. Oh yeah. This wizard. And look how quickly his health just gets whittled down. You gotta be just impressed with that alone. Ah, he ran away. The coward he is. Oh, and that ability, like, pretty much missed. Just devastating. Now, that ability that I just used there, you really have to have them not moving. Like, maybe in this section, just run it across. It's about this long, the area of effect. It's in a straight line, so you just have to angle it. It's actually pretty effective. You can inflict 30 to 40% damage on the regiment after one shot. But really, it doesn't work very well against mobile targets. Oh, this is where I made a critical mistake, because I forgot about the Warp Lightning, and it really debilitated Queen SF. I'm sorry, Queen Khalifa. And there's something going on with this wall where the only way to leave this area, I think, is to come off from the side. Like, she couldn't, like, go back down the ladder for whatever reason. So, and also, luckily, the AI for some reason ignored this character, because I kept her over here, as you'll see later on. But yeah, even with these minor mistakes that I've made during this playthrough, you know, what could have been an easy victory for the rats, just, you know, the AI just really doesn't fall through because they're just trying to turtle. And they don't really use this artillery effectively at all. I think the whole time, the whole game, they just stay there, which is really cool on their part. Oh, okay, now they're starting to fire it off. But really, it's like too little too late at this point. The only thing I don't like is that these abilities don't seem to help the hero or the lord. I don't know if that's would make it too unbalanced, but I feel like at this point, with how strong the two teams are, like once you get up in their tech tree, you know, I don't think it would matter, really. Look at that guy, he's gross. He's got like, look at that tail. That is gross. Don't let them in! I'm really surprised he didn't just send that thing into battle, because they could have probably did some damage with that. But let's see how the battle on the wall is going. Oh, that one engineer back. Let's really get into it. Yeah, so that should be helping. Yeah, so you get a lot of stack of abilities. I mean, our Nehekar warriors are now at like 77 armor, doing 49 melee plus the poison. they just are really indispensable warriors, honestly. And yeah,
They squirt
you can
via
see
muscle.
some good decapitations. Whew, look at that. Look at that fancy fighting. Honestly, I really can't play this game without the door mode enabled. It really just does not seem the same. It might improve frame rate to give me plus 10 frames more a second, but honestly, to watch rats get decapitated is just like an amazing thing. Wow! Oh my god. So just to kind of fill you in a little bit, like, you think I'd be more worried about the warp lightning, but it wasn't actually until this battle the AI started using it correctly. The other couple battles, the AI was really bad at using it and was pretty much destroying their own guys, which was pretty hilarious. Let's see where we're at right now. So we're holding pretty strong, 800 plus. They're wicking down a lot faster than we are. And if you notice, I came in slow with it on the wall because I didn't want to overly commit too many units, because I wanted to control what I was doing a lot easier. That, and I was worried that they'd eventually let loose this abomination. And yeah, for whatever reason, they keep ignoring Queen Khalifa. That was my Venom Blast ability that I used for Queen Khalifa. Yeah, the Halberd, the Tomb Guard are really awesome. They're really potent. They really do the job. So I really just kind of brought him in to kind of protect Queen Khalifa. So yeah, our Nekara warriors are holding strong here at the wall. So many rats. Not enough swords. Okay, so now we have like the same amount of troops, but they're wicking down way faster. Like, look how, just as we're talking, yeah, like I feel like they're losing troops every second. It's really not good for us. Oh, did you see that? Decapitated. Love it. I wish they could throw more limb losses and stuff, like a leg or two. I think I've only seen decapitations. Oh, and I pushed in my Tomb Guard. Kind of keep them from moving back and forth a little bit because it's getting annoying. Oh, and here comes some more rat men to spill in. Yeah, our Nekara guys are basically covered in blood. Oh my god. Whoa. I think that really did more harm to their guys than ours. Yeah, we lost like 40 guys, but they lost like 100 and continue to lose. Yeah, and then we're like pushing over here on this side. Yeah, that frenzy ability really adds to effective damage. And so I forwarded some Nekara warriors just to add. These guys I totally forgot about at one point. They started chasing after this group. And I'm so so surprised they didn't get annihilated. Look how much we've made up for over time. This was a really fun battle. Yeah, so basically the main strategy here was kind of like I was kind of replicating the similar kind of war of attrition, if you will. But my artillery wasn't functioning correctly, so I wasn't executed as properly as I wanted to. But again, like I said, in medieval combat, you usually had the invading army come in, pushing in the defending army into the barricades, into the castle walls, and then they just kind of bombard from the outside. So if I've been able to execute this correctly, what would have happened is I would have bombarded from afar, taken out the 2 towers, and then once I've done that, use the remaining... Boom! Oh, see, they just got their own guys there on that one. What are they down to now? 500. Ooh. Yeah, so I would have taken... What I should have done is taken out the 2 towers first from far, at a range of, you know, their artillery and their ranged. Then focused on like 1 or 2 regiments with the remaining ammunition of the artillery. Then moved in just close enough for the range of the archers to finish off the wall. Just let them go ham, because they have crazy reload speed. Exhaust all of their ammunition and then send in the troops. I think that would have been a far more effective use of their ability. And I think doing that, I could have probably kept like 800 plus units. Oh yeah, and then we deployed our Shopti troops to take out the remaining artillery. I just love these guys, they're so freaking cool looking. I want like one as a pet. It's so freaking cool. Boom, boom, look at him go. What is kind of annoying about the Shopti deployment is that they take damage over time. Oh, I guess they can go back to statues. That's why they fall like that. Did decent damage. It was like a last minute attack there. I wonder what this was a statue of. Ooh, some kind of king. I never noticed that before. This is like a destroyed Empire statue. Huh, cool. Yeah, I never noticed that before. Yeah, anyways, again, if that was done for balance, I don't know. I'm kind of... I think they can... Maybe one of the lords should get an ability where it cancels out that, maybe. Just because they're just fun to deploy. I always have fun deploying monstrous infantry. Yeah, for some reason they were totally focusing. Like, they could have got 2 shots off at this regiment right here, point blank range, and that would have been like perfect for this kind of artillery. The Warp Lightning Cannon could have devastated this regiment. But for some reason, again, you know, the AI is limited, ladies and gentlemen, so, you know, you can only expect so much. That's just how it is. And so now we're making our push into the castle here. Where are we at? Oh, they're down to a meager amount of troops. Let's see how our guys doing here. Boom, look at that. What is that? Oh, clanstone. It doesn't really seem to affect my guys. I think they're immune to the clanstone.
Stingy! Should we run and see?
Yeah, my guys are just kicking butt right now. I was gonna spin attacks. Ooh, look at that decapitation.
Retreat! Surrender!
Well, good for them for fighting to the end. Yeah, I'm just gonna box in the artillery here, just to... I don't want it to get away at this point. Piss me off. Oh, finally it uses it properly. I gotta say, this is actually a pretty fun piece of artillery to use. when you're playing as Skaven. Definitely recommend it. Really good against anti-air. If you're fighting a lot of high elves, oh, it like picks all their eagles off out of the sky like a sniper rifle. Really great. So let's take a. Oh my God! Look at all these bodies. So many bodies. Of course, they're not even phased by because they're skeletons. And there's Queen Khalifa's. I actually never noticed that before. That she had this like snake scepter that's like ethereal, which is actually makes her even way cooler. She is just an awesome. You know, I don't really get to debut her too well in this, unfortunately, but she is a great melee unit. And she's a duelist. Definitely has that ability. So, really good at taking out other heroes. Yeah, the Tomb Kings are really strong. Really fun to play with. So, as you can obviously tell, you know, we win. We've won. What are they down to? 89. That's nothing. So we're basically sweeping up at this point. We're just looking at the battle here. Kind of observing everything, how it all looks. It's kind of hard to do that when you're playing. So, fortunately I don't kill this guy. He just kind of retreats. Jesus. See, that's PTSD. Oh my God, he has a tongue made out of... Get out of here. That's like overkill, man. Yeah, that's PTSD. That's pure nightmare fuel. Pure nightmare fuel, PTSD. Straight up. Yeah, if these were... That would be a funny debuff or buff for you know, units that are alive, like the elves and the humans, is they get PTSD from fighting abominations for like a couple turns. And they have low morale and stuff. Oh my God! But it would make sense. The thing is horrifying. I do not have nightmares for that. Jesus. That's a little bit of this. Yeah, and you know, we already surrounded the hero and he retreated. So pretty much ended that battle. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching my victory against over 2,000 rats. And you know, like and subscribe. And just, you know, come back for more. Alright? You guys have a nice day. And have fun out there.